IPMNation.com.
This is Matt,
Sean, Dan,
and Travis. And with our talents combined,
we are Boogie on Alice.
and you're listening to Local Outbreak
on IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and we are at the studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. The studio nh.com if you want to learn more about this wonderful place, funky little gift store and art gallery and so forth. Very, very cool place. Right in downtown Laconia. Please support your local businesses, and very grateful to Melissa for letting us do the show here as we record every Tuesday night. So if you're in the area on a Tuesday night and you want to pop on in, please do so. We usually start around 6, get done around 7, so it'd be fun to have a studio audience as we get into the warmer weather. And of course, Local Outbreak is sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Mr. Tim Martin does a phenomenal job. And our guest tonight is Boogie on Alice, and we've got why don't you two gentlemen go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I'm Dan LePage, and I play guitar.
Guitar, okay.
I'm Sean Rookie, and I play the drums.
Okay. And you brought a couple other guys with you, too. Is the entire band here tonight?
Yes, they are. It's Travis on bass, Travis McEachran, and Matt Gelly on guitar as well.
Okay. And Rob Kleiner is here again this week as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob. I didn't think you were notable.
Rob's kind of the I think the Alec Baldwin of the show. I think Rob's been on the show so many times. You either hold the record or maybe you might be behind Otto. I'm not sure. Did we discuss this last time? I know you're not on the mic, but
I talked to Otto. I am definitely ahead of him.
You are ahead of him.
Counted it up. Yes.
Oh, did you?
I'm 2 now. I'm 3 ahead. So.
Okay, so he's the John Goodman. And you're the Alec Baldwin of the show.
If you're talking about attractiveness, yes.
Yeah, well, of course. Well, you guys brought some tunes with you tonight. What do you guys want to start the show with? And then we'll come back and chat.
I don't know, Sean.
Our first one is a new song that we wrote. It's a little bit different. It's a slow song. It's very romantic. Matt wrote it, one of our guitar players. It's called Lie Lovin' Next to You.
Lie Loving Next to You. This does sound romantic.
Yeah.
Sounds like a panty dropper.
Yeah, so light some candles, at home and enjoy.
Wow, all right. So this is, wait, what did you say it was again? Love Line Next to You?
Lie Lovin' Next to You.
Lie Loving Next to You from Boogie on Alice here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
Some years ago, I didn't believe in nothing
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. We're at the studio with the guys from Boogie on Alice, and this time we have, why don't you introduce yourselves?
My name is Matt Gelly.
And I'm Travis McEachern.
All right.
He's my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
We are related now.
Wow, okay. And what do you guys each do in the band?
I play guitar.
And I play the bass.
All right. And now tell me about Boogie on Alice. Like, how long has Boogie on Alice been around? Because it seems like I've been hearing the name, and Rob always talks about you guys.
We came up with the name like 5 or 6 years ago, and then
Oh, so it has been a while.
Yeah, it's
You guys-
been
wow.
a while, and we just kind of toyed around, and then we made a band out of it after the name, because the name
So
is the
the-
most important part. Obviously,
So the name came first?
yeah, I think it was a Scrabble competition that it just kind of got adventurous and
As
manifested
all
into-
all great band names
exactly
come from Scrabble.
Yeah, we thought about like a cooking show at first, and then the band just kind of fell into place.
Sure.
But yeah, it's been like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, I think this summer it'll be 5 years.
Okay. And where are you guys from? You all from central, southern New Hampshire? Where?
Me and Sean grew up in Henniker. I now live in Candia. Matt's from Bow, and Dan's originally from Ware, but now we all congregate around the Concord area.
Yeah.
Yeah, these three were all grade school friends that have all played together for
Really?
a long time together. So they have great chemistry, and I was just sort of the outsider that wandered and fortunately
That started
fell into
hooking up
this
with my
group.
sister.
Yeah,
Right.
so it was a mutually beneficial relationship. But actually, it's very cool. I kind of walked into their well-polished product already.
Now we've had bands, quite a few, a surprisingly large number actually, that have been on the show where there's been brothers in the band. Mm-hmm. But I think this is the first time we've had brothers-in-law.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not at all. Yeah, it's been awesome because I got to grow with him as a friend and now as a family member.
Yes,
and,
as you stroke
And
his,
we get to have
yeah.
brotherly feuds.
Yeah, you guys get into
Do we
some
have feuds?
Gallagher
Oh, no,
stuff
not
and
really.
swear at each other?
No, we fought.
I'm always looking for the dirt. I don't know if
yeah.
Rob warned you about
No,
that, but I'm
Travis
always
got
looking for the dirt.
6 stitches.
Yeah.
I went after him and
With the butter knife.
with the
that
butter
time,
knife,
yeah.
and he tripped and fell and cut himself open, and then I had to bring him to the hospital. It was weird.
Yeah.
And then he made me pay for it. So that was the big fight.
At least it was a butter knife. Like if it was a plastic knife, now that would be embarrassing.
Ooh.
That,
That would be embarrassing.
something,
You
yeah.
got to admit. So, how much material do you guys have? Because you guys have been around for quite a while now.
We have quite a bit. We didn't really start getting serious until the last couple years. I was off at school, and then Sean was off at school in Maine.
Yeah.
So really, in the last 2 or 3 years, we finally got serious, and we've really kind of just been getting serious. And we have a lot of material. I think we could probably play a couple shows without repeating anything.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Originals and
Like how many? If you had to put a number on it, how many songs do you think you have?
I don't know,
I don't know, probably like
20-something, 30-something. But they're all
Really, yeah.
very
lot of-
long and a lot of parts.
a lot of them. Also, when we first started, we played more, probably like a 50-50 of originals and covers.
Yeah.
And now we've kind of tended to lean toward trying to make up all original music with just a few covers a show.
Yeah.
So if you go back to some of the older covers we definitely have a lot of material there.
What kind of covers would you guys do? Because you can tell a lot about a band's influences, obviously, from what they do for covers.
A lot of classic rock based covers. Grateful Dead. We do a couple Fish covers.
Yeah.
But then we go over to the other side of things and do like a Daft Punk cover.
Really? Yeah.
Stuff like that. So we try and span a good spectrum.
Yeah.
We've always been a conscious effort with the covers to sort of make them our own and throw in our own parts and stuff, and
Yeah.
just make it a Boogie kind of experience. So
Yeah.
it's always a conscious effort to not do that verbatim.
Right. And why the shift? Because you said you used to do like 50-50 shows, but now it's more, you focus more on originals? Is that...
Yeah, just because we've been able to focus so much more time on writing our originals, and we've been able to invest emotionally and with time wise into them, we can finally throw out some really good polished products that we feel are good.
Do you guys all write together? Or
Yeah.
A lot of the times it'll be Matt or Dan will come in with a song, just the guitar parts and some lyrics or something, and then we'll sit together as a band and kind of form the song around what someone already has written. So, and Sean's written some lyrics to songs, so we all contribute quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's always open too. Like someone will bring a song, and it's not going to be a complete song. We let everybody feedback and build it together.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah,
very democratic.
Do the songs change live? Do they get longer? Do you kind of jam on them for a while? Because I was looking, I looked at some video footage online, and I definitely got the impression that you guys are the kind of band that can do that. Like if you just want to stretch out a song, or maybe because you're jamming and it's going well, you can do that. Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, that's our goal.
Yeah, that's a goal of our shows. One reason for me, I think that it
somebody's got a funky ringtone there.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I think that it makes each show unique and interesting for us to play too. I mean, because we're taking all the time to practice these songs weekly, hopefully, and so it keeps it exciting for us to not have to play a certain song the same way.
Yeah,
and we definitely try and extend them, especially from our beginnings. We did that quite a bit because we didn't have so many songs, and we were trying to play whole shows, so we would do a lot of jamming.
Yeah,
so that kind of was like our route. So
do you guys do shows where you play the whole night, where there's no other bands, where it's just...
We used to just only do that.
Really? Yeah.
And recently we got into we were encouraged to take a more generous route and give other people the opportunity that we got right back, and it's actually been beneficial to share crowds and but we have the ability to go all night. We'd like to play as long and as late as possible.
Yeah.
Love playing.
In the shows where you have less time to play, is it hard to narrow down? Because you've got a lot of material. Is it hard to kind of figure out what's going to be in the set?
It really is. And our songs are so long that it's really, if we have an hour, we've got to choose like 3 or 4 songs and watch the clock.
Sometimes certain songs we won't be able to play because they take up half of the set if we only have one set or something. So.
Yeah. I guess so. It's a good problem to have. It's always better to have too much material than not enough, and trying to stretch. So, well, let's play another track from the disc you guys brought tonight. What do you guys want to play?
Let's try one of Dan's new creations that was polished as a collective group. It's called Leavin'.
All right, so this is Leavin' from Boogie on Atlas here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
I'm leaving. Baby, I need it. Baby, I'm leaving. Baby, I need it. By the time you come to see me, I'll be running up back for more. Seen your face a million times, and I'm trying to make it out the door. Baby, I'm leaving. Baby, I need it. Baby, I'm leaving. Baby, I need it.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. We're at the studio in downtown Laconia, and this time we have Dan and Sean back with us from the band Boogie on Alice. All right, so I got to ask the obvious question. How did you guys get hooked up with Rob Kleiner? Because it seems like Rob knows everybody.
He does.
I used to think I knew everybody. Rob knows everybody.
Yeah, I don't know how I met him. I think it must have been like a art show or a box social of some sort.
A what?
Box social.
I think it was Prison or
Prison
or Go Local Camp and Jam.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now it rings a bell.
Prison makes a better story. Although Prison leads me to want to ask questions I shouldn't ask. If you know what I mean.
Look at Rob. He wouldn't last a day in prison.
I know. Poor guy.
We started off with a manager, a friend of ours named Ricky, and he actually kind of gave us the shove that we needed when we were first starting off and bankrolled us, gave us a loan we were able to buy equipment with and everything. And then we went a long time without any manager whatsoever, and we're kind of stagnant for a while. And then we started talking to Rob about taking over in that position, and it's just been go ever since. So he's been doing a really good job keeping us busy. Cool. So Rob is managing you? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rob is our brand new suit.
Awesome. Well, I didn't realize that. Very good. Well, that's fantastic. So, do you kind of keep an eye on him, make sure he's not skimming or anything? Because those managers, you got to watch them.
Yeah, we hold his feet to
the flames. So, now the material that we're hearing tonight, where did you guys record this?
Actually, at Rob's studio, yourband.info studio.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we should plug to yourband.info.
Yep.
Very, very cool site.
Yeah, you want to come over and talk about it some more? Oh, he's handing me money.
Oh, very good.
You want to talk about your
$1
band info a little bit?
But now he's got to take back 15 cents of that because he's the manager.
That's not what we
So-
agreed on.
You got to make change now. Do you want to, Rob, step up if you want to say something about
Yeah, people should go to yourband.info.
yes.
Great. So we put up stuff on local bands, what they're doing, interviews, reviews of local stuff. We really try to just promote the local music scene. You know, there's not a lot of magazines or things around that really just focus on local music. A lot of it, you know, the local newspapers or whatever, you know, they might do one article a month.
Yeah.
But what we try to do is really get, you know, weekly articles out there just highlighting the scene that we have growing in New Hampshire. I mean, it's a great music scene that's going on, and people want to hear about it, so that's what we're trying to promote.
Absolutely. And that's your baby, right? You built it and you maintain it yourself?
Yes, all me. I don't trust anyone else.
I can relate to that.
I'm kidding. I trust lots of people, just not you.
Right. Yeah. Don't let me near your website.
I don't trust people with black shoes.
Yes, I understand. You know what they say about people with black shoes?
Don't trust them.
That's exactly. Exactly. So we're learning all kinds of things about the music industry tonight.
Yes.
So who are some of the bands? Because the other guys mentioned that you're starting to play with some other bands instead of just doing shows by yourselves. Who are some of the other bands in the scene that you guys are doing shows with now?
Bands like Pat and the Hats.
Yep. Yeah, we had Pat on a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Great guy.
Absolutely.
We went down to Western Mass a couple weeks ago and opened for a band called Jabuta, and there was another band there that night called
It's 1974, I believe. They're out of Connecticut somewhere.
prog rock band. They were really good.
Yeah.
We opened for the Cosmic Dust Bunnies in Manchester a couple weeks ago.
I'm not familiar with them.
Where are they out of, Trav?
Connecticut.
They're out of Connecticut as well.
Yeah, they're out of Hartford, Connecticut. They
Yeah.
came up and played in Manchester, and that was really fun. So we're getting to a point where we're starting to play in different states and playing with bands from different states and kind of making connections all over the place.
Yeah.
A couple summers ago, we played up in Portland, Maine, and we have a couple shows coming up in Burlington, Vermont. So
Yeah.
we're starting to disperse a little bit.
That's good. Yeah. You guys are. I mean, those are good markets to good scenes there to go and play. What's the farthest you guys have traveled at this point as far as playing shows?
Oh, yeah.
Northern Maine.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Heads in Harmony and Freedom. Wait, what?
It was Harmony, Maine.
Harmony, Maine.
Harmony,
yeah.
Maine.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never even heard of Harmony, Maine. Is it like way up there?
Yeah.
It was.
A township.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think it was on the
probably
upper crust.
3.5, 4 hour drive.
No kidding. Wow.
Was it really? It was a 5 hour drive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you guys, because a lot of bands don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Especially over the years, as gas prices have gone up and whatnot, a lot of bands don't want to travel. But I think it's important to, grab those opportunities. And sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but you got to do it. So good for you guys.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to take a hit financially wise and just kind of look at the bigger picture of it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that's absolutely the right attitude. So I'm saying absolutely almost as much as a certain someone else was saying.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
But seriously.
Do you guys are you guys going to be playing a lot this spring and summer now that we're getting into the warm weather?
Yeah. We have a lot of upcoming shows coming up. I'm trying to read right now.
You've been handed breaking news.
I have been. We April 13th we're playing the Northeastern up in Burlington, right? Huh?
Boston.
Oh, Northeastern University. See, I'm the wrong person to be reading this right now.
That's all right. College show though. That's good.
Yeah.
You got to get the college kids.
April 17th up in Burlington, the Red Square in Vermont. And yeah, just a whole bunch of shows coming up.
Yeah. Good. This will probably be, I would assume this will be an especially busy summer now that you got Rob on board managing you and whatnot, and with his connections and everything. I think you guys are going to be really busy, I would assume.
Let's hope so.
He's got to earn his keep.
I have lots of yard work that they can be doing when I don't have shows for them. So.
Oh, good. So they'll be very busy. That's good. Well, let's play another track from the disc you guys brought. What do you guys want to play next?
The next one is it's called Miscellaneous White Powder Weekend, and it was recorded live at the Shaskeen in Manchester.
No, Rob's.
It was recorded live in Rob Kleiner's studio.
Okay. Miscellaneous White Powder Weekend?
Yeah.
We're skiers.
I have... Oh, really? Okay. Because I was going to say, there's got to be a story with... but white powder refers to snow?
Sure.
You guys can be honest.
Yeah,
It's
I think
okay.
it was...
Don't be shy.
I think the name we got from a friend that was a little bit...
Yeah, he went to a festival.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a long story.
go-
Travis knows
Went
it.
to a festival, a friend of ours, and I think one thing led to another and had a weekend full of miscellaneous white powder.
So lots and
That's
lots and
about it.
lots of skiing?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Cool. All right. Hey, it's all rock and roll. So this is Miscellaneous White Powder Weekend from Boogie on Alice here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. We are here with the guys from Boogie on Alice tonight. Before we start to wrap up, I want to remind everybody, of course, that we record the show every Tuesday night at the studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia, a funky little gift shop and art gallery. Very, very cool place. And come on down, check it out, and please support your local businesses. 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. Or, of course, thestudionh.com is the website. And, of course, we are sponsored by Central NH Events. Go to centralnhevents.com. You can hire Tim Martin for your DJ needs. If you need a DJ for your event, your shindig, your hootenanny, whatever it may be. And he does an awesome job and is a big part of what makes this show possible. And we're wrapping up tonight. We've got Matt and Trav back with us for the final segment of the show. And so where do we find you guys online for people who want to keep up with everything that Boogie on Alice is doing?
We have a Facebook, which is our primary medium with the general public. We have a website that's 4 or 5 years in the making. We're still reading.
I'm not even sure if we still own the domain name.
Yeah, we have a website for Dummies Book. We're halfway through. We're figuring it out. We also have a Twitter account that I believe Sean's lovely lady Kaylee is still tending to. And if you follow Boogie _ Alice at Twitter, there's some witty quips. She's very good at it.
Good.
So at Facebook would be the primary way to check us out.
Yep, facebook.com/Boogie on Alice.
Okay.
We'll get you there.
Okay. And do you want to mention, because you've got the paper there, Trav, you want to mention the shows again that you got coming up?
Sure. So, April 26th, we will be playing at Harlow's in Peterborough. May 3rd, we go to the Shashkeen in Manchester. There's a really great solo show at True Brew that Rob Kleiner actually puts on May 10th, which is downtown Concord. Panucci's in Concord on May 17th with 3-Day Threshold. And on May 24th, there's a 90s rock themed show at Chenyang Lee in Bow. And that's about it. Two festivals this summer, if you guys are into that. July 18th and 19th is Hemp Fest, which is in Croydon, New Hampshire. I think it's their first year doing that, but they seem to have a good lineup and should be a lot of fun. And Go Local Camp and Jam, which is put on by another one of our friends, Mark Charadier, who does, he's the leader or owner of Go Local Music, whatever you call it. It's a non-profit organization. But that Go Local Camp and Jam is August 23rd.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. And, of course, we should mention again, yourband.info.
Yeah, Rob's been fantastic. I mean, only as a friend and confidant, beard tickler, some might say lover, cuddler. He's been really awesome in our success.
Careful now, Rob's married.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want to get him in trouble.
He could become part of our family.
He's going to be.
There you go.
But he's been fantastic as a manager, and his studio is fantastic. And I mean, we've been recording at Rocking Horse Studio, but Rob is also very awesome, and he has a great product to offer. But he's been very good, and his shows that he's putting on, the Your Band sponsored things, are awesome. A lot of great solo acts and more. So
Rob's doing a lot of good stuff in the scene. Rob, jump in for a second too. I have a question now. At your studio, are you actively taking on clients, or are you just? You are, okay. Yeah. So how do people get in touch with you if they're interested in recording with you?
They can go to Facebook, just put in your band, yourband.info, and they'll get them to that. They can also go to the website, www.yourband.info, and there's a contact link there. You can send me an email, or just email me, yourbandinfo@gmail.com, or you can go to pornhub.com, and that won't get me. That won't get me or anything about me, but it's fun.
Wait, you have a website? Sure. How do you make a website?
Did you build Pornhub? Is that yours as well?
That is mine, yes.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
No.
You'd be rich.
Rob's going to make us a website. We didn't know he knew how to do these things or what they are.
What, Pornhub?
Oh, all these possibilities. Wipeout our weekend coming up.
There's healthy prostates everywhere, thanks to Rob Kleiner. Pornhub.
But seriously, no, I have nothing to do with Pornhub.
All right.
I'm married.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, married guys don't.
I
look
love
at
you,
porn.
baby. I'll see you at home.
But yeah, the point of the studio is to really, get bands recorded that don't have the funds to get into a nice studio. Not saying that my studio is not nice. We have lots of good gear.
Yeah,
in there. We get a nice quality result, as you can tell from what you're listening to. But yeah, good.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Excellent. Well, guys, this has been awesome. Thank you to all of you tonight. And what do you want to play to wrap up the show?
I think we're going to be doing a live track that was recorded live at the Shaskeen very recently. It's one by Trav, and it is called Grass Stain.
Grass Stain?
Yep.
Does this have a story?
No, not really.
Not yet.
Okay.
It's actually one of our few songs with lyrics.
Yeah.
And the lyrics have nothing to do with Grass Stain. It was called Trav's song for a while, but we already had a song that I wrote called that.
Yeah,
so we needed a title, so I just, I came up with that.
All right, cool. So we'll take a listen. So this is Grass Stain from Boogie on Alice here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
very
so
much
much for having us.
Boogie and Alice, check out us and Pat in the Hats, please, and give Kelly a big high five on your way out. And take care of your bartenders, please. Thank you.
IPMNation.com.